Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Xolo Q1000 Opus. Here we have the device with us with the package, and if we talk about this device, I have been using this device for like more than 3 weeks now, and this is an unboxing which I'm doing for you, and the box is already open. However, most of the contents are unused, but I have used the headphones and then put it back inside. Now if we take a look over the package as of now, this is how the package looks like. And at the back side of the box, again just like any other Xolo packaging, we have the specification of this device mentioned. This device comes with a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, and again this device resembles the another device which we have seen earlier, that is Xolo Q1000. That was one of the most popular device from Xolo, and that one was with the MediaTek chipset, whereas this one comes with the Broadcom chipset, that is BCM23550, and it has a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor just like the Q1000. So this device is definitely different in terms of the overall hardware specification when it comes to the processor and GPU. When it comes to GPU, you have 312 MHz video core 5 graphics engine GPU on this device, which is again coming from Broadcom. You have 5-inch of FWVGA display. It is an IPS display, gives you pixel density of 196 pixels per inch, 5 megapixel rear autofocus rear camera. So again, one thing which is definitely different on this one is that it has got a 5 megapixel autofocus rear camera, and when it comes to the front is a VGA camera. It has got full high definition video playback supported, and then it supports 3G as well, and one of the slot is 3G supported for the SIM card, another one supports 2G. You have 1 GB of RAM on this device, 4 GB of internal storage, and again 4 GB of internal storage is going to be low. This device is fairly priced for around 10,000 rupees or a little bit less than that. You can easily buy it, but again you get 4 GB of internal storage on this device, which is again not going to be completely available. It is going to give you around 2.25 GB approximately. We will just show you that as well. But one thing which is good about this device is that it supports OTG, so you can connect a USB flash drive with this device with the help of OTG cable, and you will need to buy the OTG cable separately. You have Xolo secure application company installed. You have Android 4.2. the battery is 2000 mAh, lithium polymer ion battery it is. So it is a lithium polymer battery, not a lithium ion battery. So this one is a better battery as compared to the lithium ion battery. This is lithium polymer, and then you have GLONASS assisted GPS supported on this device. So let's unbox the device and take a look what we have in the package. So once we unbox it, the first thing which we get in the package is the device itself, which is the Xolo Q1000 Opus. This device looks very good in terms of the overall look and feel. At least in terms of the build quality, it is just like any other Xolo phone, but again slightly better in terms of the overall build quality if you compare it with the budget Android phones out there. So it has got a nice chrome finished edge, which does make this device look premium. You have buttons over here which are the volume buttons, and they're again plastic buttons, and this part over here is actually some kind of metal, but again we cannot confirm that it is completely metal, but it looks like metal. That is something I can say as of now. And at the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. Over here you have the power and sleep key. At the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and you have a primary microphone hole over here. On the front, on the bottom, you have the touch capacitive buttons which will light up whenever you use them, and here you have the nice metallic earpiece. You have the proximity and ambient light sensors over here, and we have the front camera, which is a VGA camera. The display is 5-inch display, and when we talk about the backside has got a 5 megapixel rear camera, autofocus supported with LED flash, Xolo branding over here, and here you have the slot for the loudspeaker. And once we open the back cover, we can show you the phone from the backside. So the back side contains battery, 2000 mAh battery. You have the SIM card slot 1, SIM card slot 2. This one is hot swappable, and this one supports 3G as well, and this one is a 2G SIM card slot. And you have the micro SD memory card slot as well on this device to expand the storage, as this device has inbuilt storage of 4 GB, which is going to be limited over time. So you can again expand the storage of the device with the 32 GB or 64 GB micro SD memory card, and we will just confirm that whether you can actually install applications on the same or not. So let's take a look in the package what we have apart from the device. So the second thing in the package is the flip cover, which is this one, and we will just show you how does it fit on the device. So this flip cover comes within the package looks pretty good in terms of the overall build quality, and the finishing is also kind of matte finish with some kind of design over it. I don't know whether you can notice, and it has a slot cutout over here for the loudspeaker, and the cutout for the camera, and the LED flash is also there. And inside it is the soft part to actually protect the display. You have a cutout for the earpiece and Xolo branding over here. This one looks good. Apart from this, if we take a look, we have the screen guard which comes within the package, an additional screen guard. One of the screen guard actually comes pre-installed on the device, and here we have the charger. And when it comes to this charger, this is a standard USB charger. The output current from this is going to be 1 ampere. I don't know whether you can see it. It is going to be 1 ampere charger in terms of output current. And here we have other accessories. We have the micro USB cable which comes within the package, and here we have the headphones. And as far as the headphones are concerned, I have used these headphones, and these headphones look in terms of the overall sound quality are good, but in terms of the overall bass level they are not too good. But the clarity of the sound which you get from the headphones, even when you are on a voice call, is pretty good. You have the mic module over here which has a microphone and a button to pick the call. Although this module does not have volume control, so you cannot increase and decrease the volume of the phone with the help of these headphones, but you can actually use them for listening to music as well as for receiving voice calls on the headphones. And here we have the user manuals which come within the package. There is a quick start guide and a sort of safety and warranty information guide. So these are all the things which we have got in the package. So let's take a look over the device now. So here we have applied the flip cover. In order to apply the flip cover, you have to remove the back cover, which is again made up of thin quality of plastic. Not very good, but pretty okay, I would say, for this price. And this is how the flip cover will look like once you apply it. And again, this flip cover is not intelligent flip cover, so it will not turn on the display. And there is no blockage of the ports. 3.5mm audio jack is accessible. The power and sleep key is accessible. You have access to your micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and the microphone is also not blocked. The earpiece cutout is also there, so you can actually pick the calls and talk on the phone even with this flip card. The flip part of the flip cover actually closed, and this is how you can actually open it. And in order to access these volume rocker keys, you can actually use it from here, and it gives you a good amount of feedback as well once you apply it, the pressure, and use the keys. And you have a proper cutout for the camera and LED flash, and the loudspeaker on this device is also not blocked with the flip cover. So this flip cover is actually designed very nicely for this device, although the device thickness increases with the help because of this flip cover once you use it. Now taking a look over the price which is mentioned on the box, the price mentioned on the box is 9,999, and this device is available for a lesser price as well in the market, even less than this one. And these are all the box contents if you want to know. So it will come with a handset, charger, battery, earphone, quick start guide, safety, warranty, legal information, USB cable, and one screen guard and flip cover. So there is no OTG cable within the package, but this device supports OTG cable. As far as the SAR values are concerned, the SAR values of this device are not known to us as of now. We will just confirm you about those SAR values, but they are under the limit as per the information which we have. Now if we talk about the overall form factor of this device is fairly good in terms of the overall form factor. It is quite slim in terms of the overall thickness. It is around 9mm in terms of the overall thickness, which is again not too thick. As far as the weight is concerned, it is around 155 gram in terms of the overall weight, so it is not heavy at all. And it is a 5-inch phone, but still it feels quite handy because of the curved edges on the back, basically, which actually makes it much more handy to carry it around with you. When it comes to the back cover is actually glossy in nature, which will attract the fingerprints very easily, as you can see, but it is resistive to finger scratch basically to an extent. When we talk about the other things of the device, it has got an IPS LCD display. The resolution of the display is not too high in this case because it has got a resolution of FWVGA, that is 418 to 854 pixels, and again you will get around 196 pixel density on this 5-inch display. So it is not a very crisp and clear display which you might have seen on some other phones, but again you won't notice the pixelation very easily unless you take a very closer look, or unless you read a document with large amount of text in it. You won't be able to notice the pixelation on this display. The viewing angles of the display are pretty good because it is an IPS LCD display, so the overall viewing angles are pretty good, but again you will see fading of colors from some of the angles, but still you will be able to see what is there on the display. Now taking a look over the UI which we have on this device, the UI which is running on this device is stock Android. to a great extent. There is very little amount of customization only in terms of some application which company installed from Xolo. Apart from that, there are no customization which has been done. You have Xolo Power, Xolo Secure application. So let's go into the settings, and this is how the notification center look like. Again, stock Android, and you have all these toggles for the data and battery and other things. And let's go into the settings to show you the version of Android first of all running on this phone. So it is running Android 4.2.2 as you can see. And when we take a look over the storage information, let me just show you the storage information as well. So on the storage front, it has got 4 GB of internal storage, and out of which around 1.16 GB is available to the user, and out of which around 803 MB is available because we have installed some applications and games as well. And you also get 1.68 GB available to the user, where you can actually store not only application but picture, videos and other data as well. And you have the option of selecting the preferred install location. That means you can actually install applications on the memory card once you have inserted that into this device. So you can change the default write disk, and you can again install applications on the memory card, and you can also move the applications and games, every application or game which is supported to run on from the micro SD memory card, you can actually move from the phone memory to the SD card. When we talk about the display has got this brightness support, and you have support for automatic brightness because of the ambient light sensors over here. When it comes to wallpaper support, you have support for live wallpapers, static wallpapers, video wallpapers by default are not supported, and you have support for wireless display as well. When we talk about application usage, as of now if we take a look, this device is kind of idle, and out of 1 GB of RAM, around 412 MB of RAM is being used, whereas you get around 543 MB of RAM, and the device is fairly responsive and there is no lag of any kind which we can notice. You also have a dual SIM manager which will again allow you to actually use 2 SIM card on this device in a different way, so that you can use one of them for calling, another one for data. You can do that. You have support for GPS navigation as well with the help of GLONASS and assisted GPS. Once you enable this setting over here, you can use this device for GPS navigation, but make sure that this option is actually selected before you use it for navigation as such. When it comes to the sound settings, again sound settings, we do not notice anything new to actually enhance the overall sound quality from this device, and the loudspeaker is actually on the back side of this device, so when you place this device like this on a table, it might get blocked, and we will show you that as well once we do the test. As far as tethering options are concerned, you do have all the tethering options which is also available on the MediaTek 6589 chipset, the Q1000. So the same options are available over here as well. So you have support for wireless hotspot tethering, so you can create a Wi-Fi hotspot to share the 3G internet from this device in the form of Wi-Fi with other devices. You have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. Now if we take a look over the other settings which we have on the device, let's take a look over the language and input settings. So under the language and input settings, let's find out whether this device has support for continuous input. So it looks like that it does not support continuous input, and let's take a look for first of all over the phone dialer. So this is how the phone dialer look like, and you have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. So it is customized kind of phone dialer, not the stock one exactly, but there is little amount of customization which has been done. Now if we take a look over the messaging application, this is how the messaging application look like, and you do not have support for continuous input, but again the keyboard keys are pretty big in size, so you can easily type on this device without any issues, and these keys are pretty big in size, so you will not face with any kind of thick or thin fingers. The display is also pretty big. You can always type in the landscape mode as well in case you experience any problem with the typing, and we did not face any problem with this device as far as typing is concerned. So typing experience is pretty smooth, and you can also use voice to type as well on this device again. Now if we take a look over the other options, when we take a look over the browser, let's show you the browser. As you can see, we have loaded our website onto this browser, and it has got a stock Android browser which we have on this device. And again, kinetic scrolling is not very smooth, but it is pretty okay for a device like this, and you can do the kinetic scrolling pretty okay, not very smooth. When it comes to pinch to zoom is also pretty fluid, not very smooth but pretty okay. You do have double tap to zoom supported. And when it comes to panning, you can also do panning in case you need to. You have large amount of text on the screen, you can always do panning like this. And then you have support for playing YouTube videos within the web page whenever they are embedded in the browser without opening YouTube application for the same. Now as far as system information for this device is concerned, the device model is Q1000 Opus, and it is powered with ARM V7 processor from Broadcom, clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is a quad-core processor. And when we take a look over the display resolution on this device is 418 to 854, and then you have the GPU, which is Video Core 5 GPU from Broadcom again. And these are the sensors which we have on this device. You have got 3-axis accelerometer sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor. This device does not have magnetic sensor, but again it can be used for GPS navigation as well. These are all the applications which come pre-installed, so you get all the regular application which come pre-installed. Apart from the stock application, you get some Google application which come pre-installed. You also get torch application. You have Xolo power, which will again allow you to save the battery on this device with the help of these different modes which you can use in order to actually get more battery backup from this device. And apart from that, there are not much number of applications, but you also get file manager. When it comes to the FM radio, we do not see an FM radio application which is there on this device, and I will confirm the same. So sorry, but FM radio comes pre-installed on this device, so you have support for FM radio as well. You have file manager, you have email application, and then you have regular application which you might have seen on other Android phones as well. Comes to the number of home screen, you have like 5 home screen which you can neither increase and decrease, but again with the help of third-party launchers you can have more home screen on this device. Now this is how the camera UI look like, and again one thing which we can notice on this camera UI, this is the stock camera UI which we can see on stock Android. This is not a custom camera UI unlike we have seen on the MediaTek devices, because this is running Broadcom chipset, so they have not customized the UI of the camera which comes on Android as it looks like. And this is how it looks like. And again, it is not very good in terms of the overall picture quality. We have taken some photos on this device and we can show you these photos. As far as low light is concerned, the photos does not look to be very good. As you can easily notice on this photo, the overall quality which you get in low light is pretty okay, but again you have good amount of grains and noise. When it comes to daylight shots, the daylight shots are actually better, and let me just show you the same. So this is one of the daylight shot which is being captured properly, and then we have some other daylight shots as well which we have taken from this device, which again look pretty good in terms of the amount of details, as well as the color reproduction is also good in these photos. And let me just take a photo as of now to show you the overall quality of this device as far as the performance of this device from the rear camera is concerned. And again it looks like it does not have tap to focus, but again Xolo has actually pushed some of the updates for this device for the camera as well as for the heat up, and we will tell you about the heat up later on. So there is a camera fix available already which actually fixes the overall performance of this device as far as camera is concerned. So let me just take this photo right now and go to the photo mode. So now we are in the photo mode and you do have tap to focus now. And once we take a photo like this, let me just show you the same. So this is how the photo looks like. Again, this photo looks pretty okay in terms of the overall colors, but as far as details are concerned, details are not that good, but still it is pretty okay for a low light photo which we have taken from this device. And when it comes to the settings, let me just show you the settings for the same. So you can control over the exposure, you can go to the settings. This is the pixel size, the maximum picture size is 5 megapixel. When it comes to grid, you can actually show the grid as well, and when it comes to store location, you can change that. You do have support for a panorama mode as well on this device. The video mode is also there, but video mode does not support tap to focus. And over here, if we take a look, we can actually toggle to the front camera. So this is how the view will look like from the front camera. The front camera is a VJ camera. The overall clarity is kind of missing in this camera, as the amount of details I can see is not good. And again, the video feed is kind of hazy, not very clear, I would say, from a front camera. So the front camera is okay, but not too good. Again, that is something I can say as of now. So the overall camera quality of this device is pretty okay, not too good. And again, you cannot expect much from a 10,000 budget device as far as camera is concerned with a 5 megapixel camera. I would like to tell you is that it can record high definition video at 720p as far as the rear camera is concerned, and you can also record standard video quality, that is 480p from the rear camera. But again, the 5 megapixel camera on this device can record high definition video, and we have actually recorded that, so you can see the video sample separated uploadly. Basically it is uploaded separately, you can see that. On quadrant standard, we have got a score of 3604 as far as the total score is concerned, and we have the score for CPU, that is 8810, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D, which you can easily read, and this is where the device actually ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices as far as quadrant is concerned. On ND2, we have got a score of 13896 for this device as compared to other devices, and this is how the detailed score look like for the UX, CPU, RAM and GPU and input and output operation. Let's take a look over the ranking of this device as far as bar chart is concerned. So when it comes to ranking, this device ranks in between Google Nexus 4 and Samsung Galaxy S2, in between that in terms of the overall benchmark score. And again, it is pretty decent for a device like this, which comes for less than 10,000 rupees as far as benchmark figures are concerned. On Ninamark, this device has given a score of 49.7 FPS, which is again pretty good for a device like this, as again you can actually run graphic intensive game to an extent on this device. You can also run Nova 3 and Modern Combat 4 on this device, but again the overall experience won't be that smooth, but you can play those games. When it comes to casual games like Frontline Commando, D-Day, Frontline Commando, you can run both of these games, and casual games like Temple Run, OZ, Subway Surfer will run perfectly fine on this device, and we will just show you that. Now, one thing which is not too good for this device is that it has only got 2-point multi-touch. Now, one thing which is good about this device as far as the overall UI is concerned, you have also got the Hangout application on this device, which comes pre-installed with the messaging application. So the messaging application and Hangout application are different on this one, and you can always use this to actually do a Hangout on the phone itself with your friends. And you have Xolo Care application, which allows you to register this device, and you can contact the support with the help of Xolo Care application. Apart from this, if we take a look over the widgets are again stock standard. There is nothing new which we have noticed which is specifically designed as far as widgets are concerned. So there are no custom widgets on this device which are designed for this device. As far as the overall response from the touchscreen is concerned, the touchscreen is fairly responsive, and there is no problem as far as the touchscreen is concerned. It is fairly responsive to the finger touch and quite sensitive. So now we are running this game called Temple Run OZ. This is a casual game, and to test the graphic we are running this game. As far as touchscreen is concerned, it is pretty responsive. There is no problem. The overall response which we are getting from the touchscreen is pretty good. The draw distance for the game is also pretty good. The sensors are also working fine, as you can see. So there is no issue with the playback of this game. So this game is running perfectly fine without any issues on this device till now. And similarly, you can also play Subway Surfer on this device like this. So now we are running this medium graphic intensive game called Frontline Commando, and let's see how does this device actually performs when it comes to playing this game. In terms of graphic, I am not seeing any kind of lag till now. And the touchscreen is also responsive. All the controls on the touchscreen are accessible without any issues on this device as far as gaming is concerned till now. As you can see, so the game is running perfectly fine without any problems. LED notification light is concerned, there is no LED notification light on this device which could light up for notifications or which could light up whenever the device is charging. As you can see, we are right now playing a YouTube video from our channel, and this is a high definition video which is being played at high resolution or not. Let me just check the same. So when it comes to the quality, it is not playing at high definition, it is playing at high quality because of the low screen resolution which we have on this device. And as far as the viewing angles are concerned, let me just give you an overview. So the viewing angles are pretty good on this device. When you view the video like this from extreme angles, you can watch it. There will be a little fading of colors from vertical and bottom angles. From the side angles, it is pretty good. And when it comes to the sound quality or the overall loudness, So the overall loudness which comes out from the device is not too loud again, but again it is pretty okay for a budget device like this. And when it comes to the placement of the loudspeaker is actually at the back, so the sound will get partially blocked at times whenever you place this device like this on a table, whenever a video is playing or a song is playing. So the overall sound quality is okay, not too good, and again it is not very loud, pretty okay. The overall battery life on this device is around 7 to 8 hours with around you can say heavy usage you can say, but with moderate usage it will give you around 1 day of battery backup, approximately from morning to evening. We have been using this device and we have got around 1 day of battery backup in most of the scenarios, but again that does not include a lot of video playback or lot of game playing. So if you play a game for a lot more than half an hour, for that basically you play the games or you watch videos on the device, then it will not give you around 1 day battery backup. It will be around 8 to 9 hours of backup which you will totally get on this device. One more thing I would like to tell you about this device is the heating issue, because this device normally get heated up whenever you play games for like more than 20 minutes, and it was happening with us as well. But after the few two updates, basically the firmware updates which Xolo has actually provided for this device has stopped heating. So heating is fixed to an extent, not completely I would say. When it comes to the camera as well, the camera app has also become stable after the update. So the overall quality of the photo which you get from the camera after the firmware update which Xolo has actually provided is slightly better, but again not too good. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Xolo Q1000 Opus. We really like this device as far as the overall form factor of this device is concerned, the overall value for money you get in this device. But again, the camera is not too good. The camera is kind of average on this device, that is something I can say. The battery backup from this device as far as the overall time is concerned is pretty okay, pretty better actually as compared to the other devices which are there in the same price segment. When we talk about the screen display, the screen is an IPS LCD display which is pretty good, offers you good viewing angles, but again not too good, but you will see a slight amount of fading of colors. So in all, I would like to give a thumbs up to this device. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.